Let's talk Cyber Monday. So, people think they're getting deals. So what happens? Where's the price and performance going here? In a normal retail store, the retailer takes a gamble, orders something from a producer, puts it on the shelf. Customers come in and go out and walk the aisles, and things that they see on the shelf that they like, they put in their cart and they go in and they purchase it. E-commerce, you don't have shelves, but you still have to have warehouse. You still have to take a risk on items, unless you can do drop shipping. That works too. But if you don't get large lots, you're paying the piece price. Grocery stores, for instance, buy a large lot, and then they have a distribution center which breaks it out into small lots to send out to their retail locations. So, what are the expenses of doing a retail versus doing dropship? If you look at it, what you've got is a situation where you save on retail space. Okay? You don't have to pay that retail space thing where products are fairly low density. But you add delivery expense because every single item is, or every lot of sales is delivered separately. So in a retail, you're taking the transfer cost of an entire of a truck driving and splitting it between the entirety of the product in that truck, which is bought wholesale. So what you end up finding is prices net to the consumer end up about the same with standard retail and with e-commerce. So you're really not ending up saving anything in most cases. Where the cases are a major difference is those small specialty items. Your normal retailer can't afford to have a shelf for small specialty items that sell one every 6 months. But the manufacturer of that small specialty item, of course, makes a batch of them and sticks them on a shelf, and has to have them around in order to fulfill his customers. And so he's got them anyway. And so what all he has to do is pick it and put it in a box and send it to you. So in that case, because it doesn't sell fast off of a normal retail shelf, you can actually get it directly drop shipped. So e-commerce is good for some things, bad for others. You need to go potty. And you shouldn't try to e-commerce things where the customer is going to want to examine the item in detail before buying it. Like produce, really bad to e-commerce. You can e-commerce a box of cereal, although the shipping costs are going to be pretty crappy. But you can't really unless you've got good pickers, um, you'd have to be uh, you'd be kind of crazy to go buy produce online and have it delivered. First, because um, it'll sit outside when it gets delivered, unless unless you're at home at the time. So if you're going to have to be there anyway, you might as well go to the store and get your own. So e-commerce can work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And that's the way. That's my rant about commerce and brick and mortar versus e-commerce. Have a good day. Peace and joy.